Man, it is getting cold. Whew. At least by LA standards. I have no idea what the actual temperature is, but I'm wearing a hoodie in my house. Um, from yesterday, if you guys recall, I said I had a friend coming by today to check out my house because I think she's going to kind of house sit while I'm gone on tour, and that looks like it's happened. Had a kind of brief little tour around the place, showing where all the stuff is and, like where the fuse box and all kind of the normal things you do. Which is great because what's one of the things I hate about touring is not having somebody watch your stuff, make sure like the house is locked up, nothing's stolen because, if it has to be broke in, I wouldn't know it for months, often. So, it's great. So Christine is going to crash here for 7 weeks, I guess, because I'll be gone for 7 weeks. Aside from that, I kind of like a bit of lost in a bit of editing hole today on Premiere. Ran into a really weird thing, and I'm not sure why this is, but I was exporting a project that I did yesterday, and I just had to fix the ending a little bit, so I was re-exporting it. And it kind of came through like almost like a TV when you're like the reception's bad, like the old analog televisions is all kind of like fuzzy and kind of weird, but it would kind of like pulse on and off like that. The only thing I did differently, aside from just basic editing tweaks, was I dumped the audio into Audition to fix some stuff on the audio. So that's only like actual changing the files. I don't know if that's why things got all squirrely or not, but really weirded me the hell out. It took me like, because I had to change some settings and it seems to be fine now, but I have no idea why that was. It kind of weirds me out because I'm going to have to dump this file out a little bit and I want it to work properly. Also, I think I booked another shoot while I'm in Seattle, which is cool. I have one tentative. I think one is almost confirmed. I'm basically waiting to schedule the actual date. Waiting to hear back from the client, so that's kind of cool. I wanted a little bit of filming tonight. Now, I'm not going to show you guys footage because it's really, really bland. Like, there's really no anything artistic about it, and you're like, oh, that's whatever. You're doing some rack focusing, big freaking deal. But I was playing around with my my 0.95 lens. Oh, so good. And that thing is so much fun. Like literally shooting out like lowest ISO setting outside in the dark, and that thing is getting some crazy stuff. There's a kind of a street down the road from me that retail street. They had a bunch of Christmas lights up, so I was out doing some stuff with that and throwing things into focus. Looks all really cool, but it's really nothing remotely interesting, story wise or thematically. It's like, okay, it's a bunch of random shots, and I'm trying to get away from just doing it's a bunch of random shots because I don't think anybody cares about just a bunch of random shots. So if I can find I need a subject. That's my problem. I need a subject. So be interesting. I don't think it'll be anything interesting to Seattle, which is a drag. But I am seriously loving that lens. It's one of the best $400 purchases I've ever made for camera gear. It is just inspires all hell to have the depth of field where it's that. Just think it looks so freaking cool. I really want to get one actually for my Sony. The one thing with the Lumix camera, the GH5, is that because it's a micro four third sensor. For those of you who aren't camera geeks like myself, it's a really small sensor, not like cell phone size, but it's pretty darn tiny. And the smaller the sensor, the bigger your depth of field is. So, your phone, you don't really get a lot of blur in your phone unless you're pretty close to something, or unless it's digital trickery. Whereas a medium format camera, you can get that really shallow depth of field, which is why the portraits look amazing. So with this camera, you have to have a stupidly fast lens to get really shallow depth of field. Right now, I'm at 24 millimeter equivalent, and I'm shooting wide open, and this is not that blurred. There's shelves are 2 feet behind me, and it's not that. I think it's still pretty in focus here, because it's only f2 lens, which sounds like a lot, but on micro four thirds, it's equivalent of f4 lens. Now, if I can get one of these things on my Sony, it looks so cool for portraits. The only problem is they're really expensive. Like bordering, I think it's $1,000 for a 0.95 lens for my Sony. Totally can't justify it. I mean, like, it'd be cool, but like, it's just one of those like, no, like, that's gonna be like after a mortgage is paid off kind of thing. And I need to get a mortgage before I can pay a mortgage off. So, it'd be nice. So, if anyone's thinking about what to do for my birthday, just throw that out there. It's probably the only birthday I'm actually like publicly saying anything about because it's my 40th, which just feels bizarre to say. Normally with people, I don't mention it ever or say a damn thing. Like, I actually really, you guys probably know more about my friends. I haven't told any of my friends yet. I didn't say anything about it. Probably maybe 3 or 4 people remember or know. And then all of you guys know. But it is a little strange to go 40. Although I guess the hairline and the gray kind of throw, it's a good clue. Anyways, I'm going to go clean this up in the edit and get this uploaded. I did manage to get the film convert working again. Emailed the tech support yesterday. They got back to me today. Basically had me reinstall the program. When I migrated over to my new computer, for whatever reason, that migration, that little program was like, screw you, it ain't gonna work. And no matter what I did, reinstall the serial numbers, nothing. I just literally had to do a flat out wipe it and reinstall it. But it works fine now. So I go back to my little weird, odd, crazy cinematic colors, or the quest for cinematic colors. Anyways, thank you all for stopping by. I shall see you all again tomorrow. It's Monday. I'm going to be working my ass off. I got so much to do with the locker. Plus, my lighting stuff will be in tomorrow. Like the last, actual pieces. Stuff came in Saturday, but I couldn't pick it up because my mail place closes at 2. And they sent me a text at 1:45 saying, "Hey, stuff has arrived." But I was basically waiting on the power supplies. Like I had everything else, the control module actually. I have the power supplies, the actual control module for the LEDs. So that will be hopefully Monday. It's in Ontario, not Canada, Ontario, California. So presumably they put on a freaking truck in the morning. I should have it. So tomorrow evening I will build my 18-inch LED flat panel lights. I cannot wait. I hope they work because I can get rid of the stupid gigantic beauty dish I have behind here. But we'll push the camera back a little ways, which would be nice. And I can put the giant C-stand I have that is holding up this gigantic beauty dish away because it's kind of protruding out of my house quite a bit. Because my office is kind of a corner, and so it's like I have basically it's out in my bedroom is where the other half of the stand is. All right, so yeah, with all that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.